Hi guys, it's BB and we're back with some more Starlight Vega. We're going to continue where we left off, so let's get to it. I'm not sure what to make of the dream last night. Even though I can't remember what it was about, it felt disturbingly real. Oh, you're up early. I was just about to wake you, but you beat me to it. Hey Mum, was Grandpa into anything weird? What? You know, stuff you couldn't explain. Anything bizarre, weird, out of this world? Why would you ask that? Because there's a crazy red-haired demon girl living it up in the study. Your grandpa, when your grandmother died, he got a little unhinged. You never talked about Grandma. That's because I don't remember much about her. She disappeared when I was a young girl. Wait, disappeared? Yes, they never found her body. After that, I was sent to live elsewhere, away from your grandfather. Well, no need to worry about this stuff, Aria. We'll make this into a lovely home soon enough. Weird. Mum seems to be avoiding the question. Then again, she's never really talked about Grandpa much before either. Speaking of which, young lady, you and Melody have school today. You're really sending me to school? Well, I promised Melody's mother she wouldn't miss any school when she stayed over. Plus, I thought you wouldn't want to stay here with the electricity off. And with Lyria. You're right, I'll go. That's a good girl. Go wake up Melody and I'll try to make us some breakfast. We're gonna have a long ride if we want to drive to school. School? Ah! Hey, boobs. I jumped back from Lyria, who's barely 3 inches away. They don't have schools in Vega? No, what is it? It's a place that you go during the day to learn, though it feels kind of like a prison sometimes. A prison of learning? How ingenious. It's not actually a prison. Why didn't I think of that? On Vega, we are usually tutored privately, if your family can afford such a thing. Most youths receive education from their parents, if they have them. Throwing them into a prison of knowledge would be such an excellent idea. She looks dead serious. What kind of weird place is she from? Then it dawns on me. This is the first thing she said about Vega. What's Vega like? What do you mean? You know, economy, society. It is difficult to explain. It's not entirely different from here, but the rules that govern you are a lot different. Caste is different. Okay, that's vague. Should I try asking her a more direct question? Your weird mind control ability. It's not really a mind control, it's a glamour. I can suggest things to people and alter memories for a short time, but actually getting someone to do something for me is exhausting. I see. Yeah, I guess it would be. Not that I'd really know anything about controlling someone's mind. Still, it's a pretty strange ability. If she used those powers for evil, she could do a lot, like world domination. Or something. How many people can you control? Not very many. I might be able to do a simple illusion with my looks, such as appearing without horns. My speciality is distraction magic. Sid takes care of all that slimy magic type. What about Sid? What are his powers? He's the opposite of me. I know destruction magic and he's got illusion. Actually, the familiar is supposed to have the same magic as its owner. He turned out to be a real failure. How did you get a familiar anyway? You summon it. I had no interest in those classes or having a familiar. It was mostly... Never mind. It's probably why Sid turned out so weak, in any case. I've been thinking, until I gain my powers back, I should live here with you. I don't know a whole lot about the human realm. I'd like somewhere to stay. Well, it's not like you can go far, and I'd feel really bad if you slept outside. Wonderful! I'm so happy to be attached to such a thoughtful human. I dodge her grasp. But you really don't need to worry about me like that. Right. So what's happening at school today? I kind of have to go every day. What? Why? Well, school? A useless place for institutionalized conformity. You seem to know a lot about our world. That's right. I had to fend for myself out there. You humans are so cold. Good morning, Aria and Lyria. You ready for school this early? Something smells great. I almost finished cooking. Lyria helped me. She did? She's so sensible. I'm really glad. Our guest is here. Let's eat before it gets cold. It's good. Huh? They can't eat this world's food? Oh, they can. Here, try this. Oh, Sid. Sid is so cute. I want one. This is the best thing I've ever tasted. It's bacon. Whee! Is this really fine? I never thought it'd be okay brainwashing my own mum. But this seems to be the best solution at present. Lyria really doesn't seem to know much, and I can't just let her run free, thanks to the shared pain thing. I have to keep a close eye on her. Eating with 4 people really makes this feel like a proper home. It seems like I'll have a good life here. What? Alright, you two, we've got quite a drive to school. Go finish getting ready. Aria, if it's alright with you, since our search didn't turn up much yesterday, would it be alright if I took the book home with me? I might be able to look for a way to separate you faster, and I'm curious about what else the book holds as well. Sure. Ugh, you're giving her the book? Ahem. Well then, take care, my lovelies. Right. Mum drops us off at the bus stop after a very long drive. The property we inherited from Grandpa was huge and mostly covered with old trees. The woods even seemed a little scary at times, as if they were creating a natural barrier to the outside world. Well, I'll have plenty of time to get used to them. This'll be the drive almost daily from now on. How big is the property? I hope this will be alright. She opens her bag to reveal Grandpa's book, which we had wrapped in a thick parcel paper. It'll probably be fine. Are you sure you're going to be okay lugging that heavy thing around everywhere? Yes, in fact I'm more worried about my mum snooping through my room again. Are you sure you can't stay one more night? I'm sorry, I had a hard time convincing my mum as it is. Still, it'll be nice to get away from Lyria. Ah! And she's back. What? No way. No way. You're not coming to school. How'd you even get here? Why not? And I can't be that far from you, remember? No way. No way. No way. Well, whatever. I didn't really want to come. It's hard to keep up a glamour on a group of people anyway. Lazy master never studied conjuration magic. Obviously, since I could have gotten a better familiar than you. I still don't get why you have to leave, Aria. I'm gonna be so lonely without you. Just stay out of sight, okay? I don't need you getting captured by some weirdos. You're worried about me? I might be vulnerable and weak, but I'll do my best. Vulnerable and weak? Yeah, right. Still, the thought of her getting captured was pretty scary in its own right. Not to mention the fact that I'll feel the pain too. Don't make that face. I'll stay out of sight, so don't worry. I see a flicker and suddenly Lyria is gone. All she does is make me worry. She's probably just turned invisible and is following you everywhere. Class hasn't started yet. Despite being so remote, this school has overcrowding troubles. Well, that's pretty much every school, I think. After all, it's the only one for miles since the population is so spread out. I watch the door as students file in slowly. Are you alright? You keep staring at the door. I keep expecting someone to run in, screaming that they just saw some crazy red-haired devil girl. That's a pretty good description of Master. Sid's big yellow head squirms out of Melody's bag. What are you doing here? Master said to keep you safe. Get back in! What if someone sees you? Sid jumps out of the bag with a huff and starts flapping around the room. I know a thing or two about hiding from you humans. Unlike Master, I've spent the past 50 years doing it. You were here in the human realm this whole time? I followed Master's life trail until it vanished. Kapooey! Then I got stuck in this backwards place. Been here ever since. Oh, you poor thing. Fending for yourself like that. Is there any way to go back? Only really powerful magic. Way beyond Master or anyone else in this realm. I'm not sure how Master and I made it here in the first place. Weird. Neither of them seem to remember anything up until they got here. Unless they're both lying. But why would they? My goal is to get back to Vega with Master. But now she's gone and attached her lifestone to some human. You really don't like humans, do you? Pwah. You ever met a human that likes demons? Actually... there's some people out there that are pretty into that. And besides, scrounging for food every day in the trash, being hit by brooms even though they weren't eating it in the first place, what kind of selfishness is that? They probably thought you were a raccoon. That's right, human selfishness. It continues to ramp. I rub my temples. School passes by in a surprisingly uneventful manner. Lyria is resting up in a tree near the bus stop. I wave to her from below. Lyria, I'm back. She hops down gracefully. I was so bored without you. Where's the runt? I have to stop and think whether she meant Melody or Sid. He went home with Melody to help her with the book. This Melody doesn't live with you. No, she lives with her parents. That's a relief. More time alone together. She grabs my arm, pressing into me. Lyria, cut it out. Show me something fun from the human world. Like what? I can't really take her in public for obvious reasons, and the modern amazement of electricity isn't available yet. That and how do you entertain a demon? The movers have unloaded everything into my room. I find it pretty amazing they were willing to come out here, considering how remote this place is. I browse some of the unpacked boxes, pursuing my choices. I settle on some things to show Lyria. I think she would like fashion magazines, maybe? Because I want the handheld. This is probably innocent enough. I wonder what she thinks of it. She certainly dresses eccentric enough. Yeah, these are human fashion magazines. Her golden eyes light up when I hand one to her. She runs her fingers over the glossy cover and slowly thumbs through it. So, what do you think? These are marvellous. Do you also have a personal tailor to do your clothes? Hardly. I don't even have much of a fashion sense to begin with, which I blame on years of practical dressing for sports. I give her an overly simple explanation on shopping malls and factory production. You humans are so clever. I'll have to try that with the slaves. What? Slaves? You have slaves? Doesn't everyone? Anyway, you'd like it on Vega. We'd fit you in so many wonderful clothes. Oh, and we'd have to get you some horns. Fake, of course. But how great would that be? I'm thinking a sexy curl would suit you. My personal favourite. I bury my face in my hands. I decide I'm more thankful her attention is diverted and decide to get started on my homework. I see. She's oohing and ahhing over the magazine, and writing something down. I peer over her shoulder. Whoa. Okay. Vava Voom in the bedroom. 52 relationship and sex secrets. I lunge at the magazine in her hands. She does not need to be reading that. Why do you have that magazine, Aria? I didn't realize you had books like this. You're a lot bolder than I suspected. I don't read those sections. Okay, I do, but I brought the magazine for other reasons, obviously. Uh-huh. No more reading this. Go through those other boxes. My eye catches on a slip of paper down by her feet. I don't need to understand the language to know what it is. You're taking notes? Wait, how can you even read human languages? How rude. I know how to do simple translation scrying. Jeez. Nothing wrong with studying up, is there? After all, we're going to be spending a very long time together. I lunge at the notes. She grabs me around the waist and spins me around the bed, blocking it with her body defensively. I make a feint to the left, and she falls for it. I quickly sweep up the offending papers. Her eyes widen, then narrow dangerously at me. For a second, I'm afraid she's gonna glamour me. Whoa, hello! Get away! I shriek as she pins me to the bed. The difference in strength is so great that I can't even move. She definitely pulls the notes and the magazine out of my grasp and lays them to the side. You're not getting away this time, and there aren't any annoying runts around to ruin everything. I feel the sheets move as she leans in. She lowers her face dangerously close. I want to sleep with you. What? Just for tonight. I was so jealous when Melody got to sleep next to you last night. Pretty please? Oh. What were you thinking, Aria? That gave me quite a start. But that request, what should I do? Okay, well, I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, you're a sweetheart, aren't you? That's why I like you. But only for tonight. If you do anything remotely weird, you're out of here. Got it? She nods fervently. It's not reassuring. Is that the word fervently? I've never seen that before. Why did I agree anyway? Because I told you to. Do I want something to happen? Do I like her? I think back on what Melody said. Maybe she was trapped for a reason, Aria. A bad reason. But should I really be so hasty to judge her? She's from a completely different world, right? So far it seems she just wants to learn about humans. Lyria flashes a wide grin on the bed. I pull up the covers to my chin and turn over. Okay, well, good night. Sweet dreams. I shut my eyes tight, trying my best to feign sleep. I start fighting off the agitated feelings inside me. Is she gonna try something? I listen to her breathe and soften into a slow rhythm, and then start to drift off myself. I guess she's not trying anything. I'll just go. Something is moving under the sheets. I snatch them away quickly. It's her tail. It quivers before flying flat on my stomach. It's weird how easy it is for me to ignore this thing when I talk to her. I wonder if it's soft. I attempt to move it off. I concentrate on her breathing. It's slow and measured. She's probably asleep. I run my finger alongside it. It's soft like the underside of my arm. Lyria is still sleeping peacefully. I tug the sheet down slowly. It's so hard to imagine you as a demon when you're like this. Lyria looks at me, mischievous glint in her eyes. Oh my god. You weren't. That's it. I changed my mind. You're not sleeping in here. I don't think so. You know, you're pretty bold touching my tail like that. In Vega, touching the tail is a very intimate affair. Bullshit. She straddles my— oh! This is going somewhere. Before I can get away, pulling me back onto the bed, she pulls me tighter to her chest. Good night. No! Master? What is it now? She's been a bit harder to coerce than I imagined. Did you really come here to grovel? I'm growing tired of your failures. I haven't failed. Please understand, these things take time. As I said, you've had plenty of time. I'm growing weary of this. Please, all I need is one more chance. Then, all shall be as you desire. Well, that's all the time I have for now, guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.